I have some really good news for you guys. The exciting times for Fuji lovers continues because there are 4 quite significant brand new information that has been released regarding the Fujifilm XT5. The XT5's release date is now just around the corner and we know the exact date. It's the 2nd of November. Yes, you heard it right. It's so soon. And this is not the only thing we know for certain. In this video, I'm going to list you all the features that has been confirmed by Fuji rumors. But before I do, I have to say, these guys are so solid when it comes to leaking specs that it's not even a rumor site anymore. We can pretty much take their info for granted 100%. Well, let's get to it. We know for sure that the XT5 will come in 2 colors just like the XT4, black and silver. And we also know that it will have a 3-way tilt screen exactly the same as the XT3s. This is a very welcome change by many people that clearly differentiates the XT5 from the XH line. Now, I personally, who focuses more on filming, I would have loved to have a flippy screen option. And that way, we could have attached the cooling fan to the XT5 as well. I mean, simply there's no room for it with the tilt screen. And the fan would have made it possible to record 8K just like the XH2. This is the second latest spec leak. No flippy screen equals no fan and therefore no 8K recording option on the XT5. I kind of understand this move from Fuji, to be honest, to cater for the photo-oriented folks. And I don't want to be greedy, so I'm probably just gonna have to get one of the XH cameras for videos. I feel like the jump back to the old ways to please people isn't really complete with the old screen. The metering dial we had on the XT3 should have come back as well, but sadly that's not going to be the case. This came from the latest leak as well. The XT5 will have the exact same video still switch as we have on the XT4. It doesn't really make much sense to me, to be honest, but hey, the XT5 will still be a very capable video camera too. I mean, the difference in autofocus performance, for example, will be day and night compared to the XT4. The rolling shutter performance will also be improved by 2-fold, so it's not all bad news for Fuji filmmakers. But if you're serious about filming with your Fuji camera, both the XH2 and the XH2S will be a much better option for a few £100 more. Not to mention that I already saw the XH2S on sale for £2,099. No sale prices for the XH2 yet. It costs £1,900 and the XT5 is going to be released for £1,700 in the UK. Another brand new leak is the focus stick on the XT5 as opposed to the pads we find in the new XH cameras. It will sit lower than the pads, so it'll be easier to reach. And a lot of people complain that the XH pads are not only hard to reach but hard to press in, making focus shift a lot more difficult for no reason. The electronic viewfinder upgrade is not yet confirmed, but I'd be shocked if Fuji used the same over 4-year-old EVF we find in the XT3. So my prediction is that the XT5 will have the new EVF we find on the XH cameras with 5.68 million pixels larger magnification and a 20% faster 120 frame per second refresh rate. According to the latest news, the body will be slightly lighter than the XT4's. That is great news for people who look at a lightweight camera. There will be no option to attach a battery grip, but it'll have the same battery as the XT4, XH2 and the XH2S, with an overall better performance than the XT4 due to the more efficient processor inside. I have to say, if you're primarily a still shooter, then worry not about the lack of battery grip. My XT4's battery can still last over a day of solid shooting, even after 2 years of proper abuse. And how long does it take to change the battery if needed anyway? So although we get the new 40 megapixel sensor and the new processor, the low light performance and the noise floor won't be significantly better than the XT4's, but the overall image quality will have a big bump up. Finally, there are a few questions left unanswered and I'd love to hear your thoughts on these. Is it going to be able to record 6.2K? Is 4K 60 frames per second still going to have a crop? Is there going to be a recording time limitation? Are we getting a 3.5mm headphone jack or a full HDMI connection? Will the XT5 be able to take a 160 megapixel image just like the XH2 in pixel shift mode? Highest frame rate in burst shooting? Are we going to get an F-Log too? I guess we'll find out real soon. My next video on the XT5 will come out after it's released. So thank you so much guys for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.